In the next episode, guys, these are the two options that you can vote for. If you would like me to use Marco Reus, make sure you put Reus in the comment section. Or option 1, Eden Hazard is the second option, so you can put Eden Hazard or option number 2. Anyway, guys, let's jump in to this episode. Hey guys, what is going on? It is Bingzy here, and welcome back to the Elite Budget Building series that we have got on this channel. And as you can see behind me, guys, we are finally in the new house. Finally, you know, I'm finally moved in. We've got internet here now. Everything's good. I'm so happy with it. The internet speeds here are absolutely ridiculous as well, guys. So I am just over the moon at the minute. And yeah, it's a pretty nice room, and the setup's a little bit better. If you guys want a setup tour, I'll probably do one tomorrow. I said that weird, didn't I? I went tomorrow. I sort of moved on to the next sentence. Anyway, I'll probably do one tomorrow. Either way, just because I really want to just finish the setup off tonight, just with a bit more cable management and stuff like that, because the cables are sort of all over the place at the moment. And then I'll do a setup tour. But I'm so happy with how this has turned out, guys. I've got a tripod for my camera now, so it shouldn't be shaking. I know when I was at my mama's, I had it on a box because I forgot this, so it was shaking all over the place for some videos. And hopefully this allows me to be back on track with videos and uploading pretty much every single day. Every time that I've got an idea, I can get that video out that day. And I've got an interesting thing coming up on Saturday, where I probably won't upload Saturday, but Sunday or maybe even the Monday, you guys will see. And it's something interesting. It's something that I'm 100% sure none of you guys will expect unless you know me in real life. And it's gonna be interesting to see how you guys react. But anyway, guys, on to who we went for from the last episode. You guys did vote for Mesut Ozil. As you can see, a lot of people commented, and I'm extremely happy with how good this series is doing. You guys are insane. That's why I wanted this to be the first video that I made at the new house, just because this series is absolutely banging at the moment. That's probably the best way to put it. It is doing absolutely incredible. I just want to say a massive thank you for everyone who's supporting this series. It's such an entertaining series for me to do and to like play FIFA with, and just to experience the game and experience some of the better players. And I'm just extremely thankful, so thank you so much, guys. In the last episode, we did hit 36 likes. I asked for 15. Yet again, if we can hit like half of that, or not half of that, but if we can hit 15 likes on this episode, that will be absolutely incredible. I think that's going to be like what I aim for with these episodes. But anyway, as you can see, Ozil is in the team. Yeah, again, thank you for everyone who voted. Vote on the two players who were at the start of the video as well if you haven't already, but we are going to build the team around him. And to start off with the goalkeeper and defense, first of all, the goalkeeper, we do go with Marc-Andre ter Stegen, the new inform. I'm pretty sure it was last week's. Really enjoyed his card. Really decent goalkeeper. I used his regular card quite early on in the game. Really enjoyed him, so I had to give this inform a try. And when I had the chance to use him, I was like, he's so cheap, I might as well pick him up. Then we've got DeMarcos at right back, and I'm sure you guys are already seeing who's linking up with him. One of my favourite right backs on the game. He's got the pace, he's got decent physical. He's just an overpowered right back in my opinion. He reminds me of Diekmeyer last year. Mustafi, who this is the first time I've used him from what I remember. Really enjoyed his card. He's actually a very decent centre back. We've got him paired up with the upgraded Jonathan Tah. Yet again, really enjoy his card. A pretty decent centre back. The only thing I would say about Jonathan Tah is I tend to find him out of position quite a bit, but not to the point where it matters like a Manolas, where Manolas is halfway up the pitch and you've got 3 defenders. He's more pushing towards attackers as they come in, where I usually run back with the midfielder and let the defenders go AI and defend like that. Then we've got Wendell at left back. In my opinion, the best Bundesliga left back other than David Alaba, who I haven't used yet, so I can't really give my opinion on him. But Wendell's the best left back I have used in the Bundesliga. Anyway, into the midfield, guys, and we start off with Emre Can. Do I really need to say a lot about this card? It is absolutely just an immense card in my opinion. If you guys have got the SBC or the 85 rated inform, go and use him in your team, because I can only imagine he's 10 times better. But this card for me is one of the best midfielders in the Barclays Premier League in my opinion. And then we go with Goretzka on the other side, who is just amazing. He was the best player in this team for me by far. He was fantastic. He's 6'2". He was winning everything in the air. And if you guys haven't used him, he's a gem. He's just a beast. He's a hidden beast. He's fantastic. I've used him before and said he was good, but he's really good, like really good. And if you guys have got a Bundesliga team, a German team where you can fit him into your team, go and give him a try. It's 950 coins, which is absolutely insane. I think you can bid on him and probably get him for cheap. Well, there was a 900 coin bid, so he's probably still going for about the same 950. He is absolutely ridiculous, and if he gets a team of the season, I don't know how we'd get one. I'm definitely going to be picking that up as one of the first team of the season cards that I pick up. See, I think the wingers might catch you guys off guard. Apart from this person, Inaki Williams, obviously, in my opinion, the most commonly used perfect link on the game is Inaki Williams and DeMarcos, just because they're two of the paciest and most overpowered players, in my opinion, from the La Liga. Inaki Williams, really enjoyed his card. I think he's an absolutely outstanding player. And you'll notice he didn't get a lot of goals. We'll get into the team after, because I had some issues with this team. And then we have got the in-form Valbuena, who's so cheap, 20,000 coins. Picked him up with the Hunter card. I'd definitely recommend you get the Hunter just for that lack of pace. 85 pace against some fullbacks is not enough. And then at striker, guys, we go with a special striker who is an untradeable. And I was hesitant to put him in, and it is Fekir. I was originally planning on going with Lacazette, but I thought just because of how cheap Ozil is and the fact that we went with a cheap elite player, and by elite I mean high rated, we went with a cheap elite player, which is 27,000 coins. I was like, we might as well chuck Fekir in there. It's not going to do too much to the price, and it's still classed, in my opinion, as a cheap team. I'll put how much the team costs without Ozil on the screen now, and underneath that will be with Ozil and how much the team overall costs. But overall, guys, this is the team that we are using in Division 3. It is a pretty solid team. I've got a few issues with it, and I had some problems with some of the players in the team, and we'll get into that when we get into the gameplay. So let's do that right now. Alright, guys, so let's get into this gameplay. Yet again, it is over there for me, so I'd have to look in that direction. So when I'm talking to the camera, I've got no recollection of what's going on in the gameplay and what you guys are seeing in the background, other than my face cam, of course. But I want to talk about this setup and what this means that I'm in this house now. I have got so many ideas when I wake up in the morning, and all of the time, well, 99% of the time, it's more like, you know, it's an idea, but I can't do it today, and then I'll have another idea the next morning which I think's better. And most of the time, all these ideas what I have just get thrown out of the window. Like this elite budget building series, I literally woke up one morning and was like, this is a good idea, I think I should do this, and I uploaded the video that day because I thought it was the next day, because I've got the games already out of the way in that day, and I was like, I can upload this definitely. And I had more time because I was at my mama's, where I could literally just sit down, record all day, and then, you know, I wouldn't have to worry about other things. Now I'm here, obviously I've got a few other things, but with how everything's much more convenient, like, it'll make more sense when I do the setup tour. If I do the setup tour, like, everything's just so much more convenient. Like, the screens there, I've literally just edited all of what you've just seen together. So I've just edited the first bit of this video, chose the two players, which is Marco Reus and Eden Hazard, got the thumbnail pretty much ready, and everything's pretty much done within the space of, what we're on, within the space of 40 minutes. And then I've just got to add the face cam over the gameplay and render the video, and then this will be up, and set to upload at a certain time, or set to go public at a certain time. It'll be scheduled. So everything's a lot better for me at this house. I'm very happy that we're here, and hopefully you guys are looking forward to some like content and give me some ideas, give me some feedback on my ideas, sorry, and hopefully this turns out as good as I want it to. I have got really high expectations myself. I'm setting the standards a lot higher than they've been previously, just because of how good my channel is doing at the moment and how close we are to 1,000 subscribers. And speaking of more 1,000 subscriber video, guys, I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to do what I originally wanted to do. I really had, I thought, a good idea, and I really wanted to do it, but money-wise, I'm not sure how much it's going to cost me. And obviously, as you guys will know, YouTube is not paying well, and I mean, it is paying terribly. So I never made a lot of money anyway. I've never made, like, I can't really say how much, but we'll leave it at, like, I've never made $15 in a month. We can say that, right? I've never made $15 in a month. I've made significantly less than what I want to do for my video. So I'm going to see how much I've got savings wise and stuff like that, and it's not that much money that I need like, in pounds wise, probably like £30 and something, like, or something like that. so I can do the idea that I've got, and it's just not looking likely, but hopefully I can still get around to that. But if you guys want to chuck a Q&A, if you guys want me to chuck a Q&A in my 1000 subscriber video, that'd be alright as well, so let me know. Someone did suggest a Q&A for the 1000 subscriber video, and it sort of fits in. I've already thought about it, and it fits in perfectly. I can do that. So if you guys want a Q&A, let me know in the comments as well, and I'll upload a video and you guys can leave questions in the comments, or you can just tweet them at me on Twitter. But yeah, guys, let's get into the team, and I'm going to talk about him just straight off the bat. I enjoyed the team. I actually really enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun playing with it, but it wasn't a team that I would use again because I was losing a lot of games I felt I should have been winning, and the main issue I had with the team was stamina. And I've never really noticed stamina like this as bad. It's like stamina is bad as on some of the players. Goretzka felt like he had amazing stamina, but Fekir was alright. But what's it? Valbuena, his stamina was dreadful. I don't know what it is, but he was absolutely gone by the 70th minute. But not as bad as our elite player, as Mesut Ozil. His stamina was ridiculously bad. When I was putting fitness cards on, I noticed all the players were on like 87 fitness. That's usually I'll play 2 games, then put a fitness card on. Ozil was always on 82, and his fitness just drained. In the 70th minute, he was literally unusable. He was absolutely drained for stamina, and I was upset by it because he was a fantastic player. Really did enjoy him. If he had that little bit more stamina and he could push it that little extra, like that extra 20 minutes, I'd suggest you guys put him into your BPL team. But purely for his stamina reason, I'm going to say no. I wouldn't recommend him for your teams unless you're going to bring him off as a sub at half time or in the 70th minute, because he was annoying. Like, he was so good for that first 60, 70 minutes of the game. And it got to the end of it, and I was like, what is this player now? He's just completely transformed from being this exceptional centre attacking mid to this person who can barely run past Mertesacker. You know, it was quite annoying. The team, Ter Stegen was great. I actually really did enjoy him. The defence felt great, but I was conceding goals where it was like my defenders would get a tackle and then it'd go to him, and then they'd tackle him again and it'd go through to the player who I've just tackled, and it'd be one-on-one with my goalkeeper, and it'd score a low driven, which no goalkeeper's going to save if you put it right. And I was like, this is just, it felt like I had a lot of aids going into the games, and then it didn't help that yesterday I stayed up to sort my sleeping pattern out, so I was awake all day and without no sleep, and I played 4 or 5 of these games just absolutely exhausted. But usually it doesn't really affect me. Honestly, I can usually play FIFA. I'm one of those people who can stay awake all night and play FIFA. But anyway, in the last game, this happened. We joined a game, we've come up against this team, and I truly believe if this didn't happen, we would have been relegated and into Division 4. Let me know how you guys feel about it. I didn't know how you guys would react to someone backing out, scoring an own goal and backing out. I was pretty confused. I was hoping that he was just going to back out and leave, but he scored the own goal. So, I mean, props to him for scoring the own goal. I always suggest if you guys are relegating yourself, score the own goal. But I wanted him to just sort of back out so I could, you know, go into another game. But anyway, that's the end of the highlights. Let me know how you guys feel about that. Should I do something for the next episode, like a forfeit because that happened even though it wasn't my fault? Let me know what you guys think. Anyway, in the next episode, guys, these are the 2 players that you can vote for. Marco Reus on the left and Eden Hazard on the right. Obviously, you can put option 1, but it seems that no one's doing that, so you can just put Marco Reus in the comments, or Reus, and Hazard if you want me to use Hazard, depending on which player you want me to use. And I am going to be honest, I'm split on the 2 players. Price point, they're very similar. I think Hazard's an extra 20,000 coins, so it depends on what you guys think about. If you guys just want me to use the best player, or you guys want me to have the best team around the player, it's all up to you guys. But anyway, that's going to be the end of this video, guys, of the Elite Budget Building series. If you guys did enjoy it, make sure you drop a like. Obviously, we are aiming for 15 likes again, and with how well this series is doing, I wouldn't be surprised if you guys absolutely smashed it. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, guys. Make sure you all have an absolutely incredible day. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and peace.